let's get to one of the biggest rivalries in the SEC. Tennessee going to Alabama. And I'll start with you first on this one. Can Joey Aguilar,
Come on,
that
Joey.
high-powered offense, get enough fireworks to win one against the Crimson Tide?
Yeah, here's the deal. They have the number one offense in the SEC, right? Like Tennessee's rolling. And this is shocking to me, right? When you see what they had coming into this thing to be averaging almost 530 yards a game is just so impressive. And I mean, it is so hard to tell, right? Like the cat was at App State, started at community college. Like, what are we talking about? This guy's going to come in the SEC and roll? Yeah, that's what he's doing, and that's what he's done, and it's looked really, really fun. But the opposite side of that coin is your defense stinks. Like this defense is the worst passing defense in the entire conference, and I think Alabama exploits that big time. I mean, we're seeing a guy in Ty Simpson who, after that first week, has played so close to perfect. It's been unbelievable the way he's seeing the game. I do, want to clean up the sacks a little bit. That little on him, little on the offensive line, because I do think that can catch up with you, the hits that you take over the course of a year here. But it's going to be fascinating just to see, how these guys attack them, because I have to think it's through the air a lot. Obviously paying attention to Jam's health. Jam Miller, the running back for Alabama. Is he full, ready to go? Because if not, it seems like we were so excited going into last week that, okay, here we go. Here's the balanced identity. Here's the run game that's going to just help take these guys to another level. Then he exits early in the fourth quarter against Missouri last week. So that's one big thing I'm paying attention to. And then it felt like the defense last week, particularly in the second half, found a little bit of a groove, found a little bit of a rhythm, and against Vanderbilt as well. And so are they ready for this task that is going to be the Tennessee offense coming to town here? We'll see. The last time we saw Tennessee on the road, they went to overtime with Mississippi State. Are they ready for this environment? 100,000 plus, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I also think part of Alabama's run identity, and I know a lot of it has to obviously go through Jam Miller, but I think a lot has to be to the fact that they are throwing the ball so well.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that you can just plug and place any running back in there and they're going to have success right now. But if I'm a defense, I'm the number one thing I'm worried about Alabama. You couldn't say this after week one, but I do think you have to say it now, is Ty Simpson and these receivers. And it's not just Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard, because they've shown that, like, hey, we don't even need our top two guys to go out there and throw for a bunch of yards and touchdowns. Like, they are deep and talented at that receiving position. So I think that helps create these advantageous running lanes where you've seen Jay Miller take advantage of that. So I don't think necessarily if he can't go, it's a massive drop to where like the running game is completely different. Will it be as good? No, I agree. It will not be as good, but I don't think it's like, okay, we're back to like week one, can't run the football, and we have to rely solely on the passing game to go out there and have some success. But, back to this Tennessee defense, I think that Tim Banks is very aggressive. That he's built the identity of this defense, and for the majority of those years of being, we're going to bring 5, we're going to bring 6, we're going to get exotic, we're going to do a bunch of stuff. And this is the balance that now you have to worry about with Alabama, is you can't sit back and just rush 4. You just can't. You're not good enough to be able to get pressure with just 4 guys. And Ty Simpson, if you give him the ability to sit in the pocket and play 7-on-7, he's going to torch you. But the problem is, if you bring pressure and you leave one-on-ones, then it could be an explosive play just like that. Like that this is a dilemma right now. You said it. You're playing a quarterback that is playing as good, if not better, than anyone else in the country. He's seeing the field extremely well. He's maneuvering around the pocket well. He can run when he needs to. He's accurate with the football. He's got elite playmakers. Like, I know it's like I'm saying they're an NFL team, for goodness sakes, over here. But unless you have 4 dudes up front that can create pressure and then be able to play coverage on the back end, you will not be able to stop this offense.
Right.
You won't, and you can't. I don't care what league you're in, NFL, the college, the high school. When you face a passing attack with a quarterback that's playing at this level and receivers that are this talented, you will not be able to slow them down unless you can win with 4 up front. Tennessee does not have that. So I don't care if Tim Banks wants to bring 6. I don't care if he wants to drop 8. I don't care if he wants to engage 8 and just have 3 guys back there. You will not be able to slow down this offensive passing attack. So the only way Tennessee has a chance in this game is to score a bunch of points. And can they do that? Yes, because Joey Aguilar is playing at a very high level. Brazel and Staley and Matthews are playing at a high level. This is the number one passing offense in the SEC. It's the number one scoring offense in the SEC. To me, the game plan from this staff is, boys, loosen up them hamstrings because we letting it fly today. There is no holding back. We're letting this thing go. We're letting it go early and often. I think this is a game where you have to either throw 5 touchdowns or maybe even throw 3 picks.
Yeah, right.
Because you just got to you cannot play conservative in this game if you're Tennessee, I don't think. Because like I said, I don't think your defense can hang.
Right.
I think offensively, it's got to be fireworks.
Yeah, and can Alabama's, and the interesting thing about that is they are the number one pass offense, but they're pretty good at running the football too. And Alabama is towards the back end of the SEC, actually towards the bottom at run defense. And so, do you play game control? Is your best defense?
But they never play game control. Tennessee is not a game control team.
Maybe you do. Maybe you beat Bama at Bama. I don't know. No. Could be.
I don't think you change your identity and like all of a sudden Tennessee's like.
I don't think it's changing. They're running for 270 a game. I mean, it's not like we're changing.
I'm not saying from like a running standpoint. From like even when they're running the football, they're still explosive. They're still not owning time of possession. Like they're still trying to score fast as heck. So, I think this is Joey. See it, throw it. Do not second guess it.
Right.
It's not a game to worry about mistakes. You're facing on the road one of the best teams in the country, one of the best offenses in the country that's going to score points against your offense. And listen, maybe Tennessee gets a turnover or 2. Like we haven't seen Ty Simpson be reckless with the football. Even go back to that pick first Vanderbilt was not his fault. Yeah. It was a bad route. I think it was a bad play design as well. Like this dude is just playing at a different level with every aspect of his game where it's hard to just bank on like, oh, maybe this is a game that he's going to play bad. Like I'm not banking on that. Yeah. I'm banking on the fact that he's probably going to throw another 4 touchdowns and throw for about 300 yards.
Right.
And I got to match that if I'm Joey Aguilar.
That's going to be the fun part. Like, can both of these quarterbacks elevate their level of play? Are they ready for this moment? And I think yes. I can easily see this being a back and forth, maybe not overtime, but very close to like we saw Georgia, Tennessee. I mean, those guys made plays when they needed it. Absolutely, needed it there. And I think these 2 quarterbacks got it. It's been fun to see for sure. And Ty, I think he has the opportunity here to take a really big step forward, like to be that Heisman favorite with the numbers. They keep going the way they do against the ranked opponents. He's got a big time opportunity here in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I think I don't know what's the line. I have Alabama winning
9.5. Bama.
I think this is a Tennessee Georgia-esque football game. I think Tennessee covers. I think Alabama wins. I think Alabama wins by a touchdown.
Yeah. Be fascinating to see if it moves come Friday, Saturday. Man, I think Bama's better. I think that their pass defense will really hold strong. I think that'll be a really interesting fracture point where you just said it. Don't change what we do. I think you should and run the football. I don't know if you necessarily want to keep up. You look at Georgia's offense, you look at Bama's offense right now. There's a clear winner of that battle, and you went shot for shot with Georgia. I don't think that's the same animal that Bama is right now. And so I'm going to go the Tide to cover. I picked 2 teams to cover in a row. I don't know if I like it. All right, there we go. But both of us have Alabama winning the football game.